Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and buy it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today, we're discussing what was a landmark watch for Richard Mille. Launched in 2004, the RM005 was a breakthrough that translated the Richard Mille open dial tonneau case and flawless ergonomics to a simple three-hand and date automatic. The watch features considerable innovation about its case construction, aesthetic design, and movement architecture, but the key takeaway has to be how wearable this watch is. It's likely that the 005 was Richard Mille's most wearable watch ever. Only 45 millimeters top to bottom, or lug to lug, on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. This is an easy white gold watch to wear. Across the case, 37.7 millimeters and thinner than you'd ever imagine, only 11.5 millimeters thick. It's considerably slimmer by almost a millimeter than a Rolex Daytona. So anything you can wear with a Daytona, you can wear with this, including a tight dress cuff. Now, there is a little bit of an ergonomic alchemy going on here. The combination of the leather strap and the white gold case perfectly matched the contour of your wrist. As you can see, there is an arced camber to the case back that traces your forearm, and then the strap exits straight down, perfectly tapered to match the swell of the tonneau case, and you'll appreciate just how clean the strap lines are. It's a calfskin strap, but it's bonded, so you can see there's no obvious stitching or seam between the top and the bottom, and it's nice and pliant, flexible, and of course a brand new Richard Mille factory piece. It's matched to a white gold pin buckle that is Richard Mille branded, and as you can see, both polished and satin finished with the iconic form of the Richard Mille spline screw and its semi-hollow flank. You can see, likewise, underneath, the maker's mark of Valgine, a stakeholder in Richard Mille and one of its suppliers for case, bracelet, and clasp components. You can see the Valgine stamp on the case back. You'll also note that there's a kerf in the case back to allow you to more easily dig your nail in to manipulate the crown. The crown is wrapped with a piece of solid vulcanized rubber. As you can see, it maintains the machine aesthetic with a faceted face that's evident in the rest of the watch. The design is already iconic, despite the fact that Richard Mille has only been making watches under his own name since 2001. Literally everyone and his brother who knows anything about watches will immediately recognize this shape, and it's nicely executed with a polished and hand-finished rounded bevel that runs the full circumference of both the top plate and the bottom plate. There's also an architectural quality, almost like a skyscraper under construction, not yet clad in its sheets of glass. And you can see that structural recess of the side plate on both sides with a vertical satin finish and the pillars corresponding to the location of the spline screws. Now turn it all over, and you can see that the top plate features a handsome top to bottom satin finish that contrasts nicely with the darker titanium of the spline screws. And the open dial, already a signature of Richard Mille, is as iconic of the brand as the tonneau case itself. Also, appreciate just how dramatically cambered and arced that sapphire is. That's an expensive piece to fabricate, and the fact that this watch is 100 meters water resistant is a testament to Richard Mille and Valgine's case-making prowess. Sealing a non-round crystal, especially one that's arced like that, is an incredible engineering challenge. And note, the caseback sapphire also cambered. The dial open and equipped with a second sapphire, and you can see that the numerals as well as the frame for the date float atop the base of the dial, which doubles as the base plate of the caliber RM005. Loomed hands, all three. There's a carbon fiber chapter ring or rehaut outboard that features the minutes as well as the seconds for easy reading, as well as each individual metallic and loom applied index. There will be a loom shot. It will be spectacular. The watch features a skeletonized date wheel that is highlighted by a back plate that is bright so that you can easily see the current date at 7 o'clock on the dial. There is a hacking seconds, and you can actually see the motion works of the dial just below the hands. I'll move them out of the way so you can see. So this watch keeps no secrets, betraying the machine to your view on both sides. You'll note the sapphire crystal uncolored right at 4 o'clock, signifying that this is either a service upgrade or part of the late RM005 production. It went out of production in 2008, and roughly the second half featured more robust movements, and the hallmark is that there's a clear sapphire at 4 o'clock rather than the traditional ruby-colored sapphire. Turn it all over. Based on a Vaucher twin mainspring barrel 55-hour automatic, this is the RM005 movement. Titanium plates and bridges designed to be shock resistant because it has minimal mass, and 4 anchoring points at the edge featuring elastomer donuts. You can see those spline screws, so you have a lightweight movement that's minimally susceptible to shock, and then shock absorbers mounting it to the case. You also have a balance beating away at 4 Hz or 28,800 vibrations per hour, all of this pivoting on 32 joules and adjusted in a chronometer style 5 positions. You'll note it also features a splayed spoke chronometer style balance, all of this water resistant to 100 meters. You can see the variable inertia winglets that allow your Richard Mille watchmaker to alternately adjust the polar moment so it can be set to wind vigorously if you're a desk dweller like me, or minimize the winding vigor with a minimal polar moment if you are a very active type and you don't want to put undue wear and tear on the winding mechanism. Completely customized from the Vaucher base, automatic winding with a 55-hour reserve, 5-position chronometer adjustment, and of course with the twin mainspring barrels, a very even torque release from maximum wind to minimum wind for excellent timekeeping throughout. The best fit of any watch Richard Mille has ever made, and the easiest one to wear, iconic of the brand, unmistakable for what it is. Alongside Rolex and Patek, this is where the cachet is in the industry right now, and this is the best fit you'll find among the top of the heap. Richard Mille RM005 by night, 3 hands loomed as well as each hour station.